This game, the quick direction off the bounce from Xiaona. Well, that's one way to start. Fast long serve into the backhand right out the gates, a bullet. This is someone who says, I'm not afraid to rally. It's also a good tactic to keep it deep on the table and low against short pips. Very steady start for Meng. Showing some confidence here. And right at the baseline, jamming up Xiaona to the backhand corner. Smart tactical play. This is part of the reason that style, the one-sided pen-hold game, is mostly gone extinct, is the lack of backhand.
Love 3.
So short to the forehand side. Gets the third ball attack. Xiaona has been making that shot quite consistently throughout the tournament so far. Now, one thing we were talking about earlier is against the top Chinese players, how change of pace, breaking rhythm can be effective. Meng, very experienced between Chinese Super League and all the other training she does with the Chinese national team, with the fast-paced short strokes off the bounce.
Hi, love.
Now, while Meng is staying on the long serve, she's mixing her placement quite well, not allowing Xiaona to get in with an early attack.
Love 6. One 6.
First point for Xiaona. Watch the feet. After this replay, you'll see in a minute. But long serve deep to the backhand, then going to the other corner. Watch the feet of Meng. So, of course, that time she didn't do it. She does a little bit of a shuffle that almost looks like a dance move that we see from time to time. Quite rarely from players, though. Something to get them settled in and ready. Keep them light on their feet.
6-3.
Little help off the top of the net there, but a third point for Xiaona. 3 in a row from down 0-6. Now, when you talk about youth versus experience, Meng, much younger, 23 years old, versus her opponent, 34, Xiaona. Xiaona's game, tested wide to the forehand. It's also a wise move considering how likely she is to step around the backhand corner.
3-8.
A little bit of surprise again. Meng testing out wide to the forehand side. Excellent use of a deep, heavy push. So this is the Xiaona signature. And it seemed that Meng was quite clear that she has to lift on that ball. Just missed the contact. A lot of players struggle with such a flat hit. Different trajectory than they're used to from a loop, inverted rubber. So it's been long serve after long serve, not really allowing Xiaona to get good footing in the rally.
4-10.
Clever start from Xiaona, tries to put some pace on the ball. Surprise, Meng opens up quickly over the table. But as soon as the ball's left slow, that's a very difficult shot, I would say, for Chun Meng to spin it so low to the net and so wide after that soft ball. 6 game points for Chun Meng. And look at this, even when blasted right into the body, keeps the face of the racket open, plays it out to the open court, and takes game 1, 11-4 over Germany's Xiaona. They'll have a chance to talk with their coaches and be back with a plan right after this. After losing 11-4 in game 1.
One love.
Softer serve, very light spin. Or as Prauza would say, a no-spin serve.
Love to.
Forcing Chun Meng into the push game, the short game. It's quite interesting to see. So far, quite effective. First 2 serves for Xiaona converted.
1-2.
To hit the Pialiang from the corner. Chun Meng right down the line. Doesn't take long for her to cock back and really get that wristy shot. Once the ball goes long, which is why Chun Meng wants it long in general, despite that short serve to the forehand side, classic combination. Short to the forehand, deep to the backhand. Once the ball goes long, Xiaona becomes less and less likely to win the rally.
Go. 3-2.
Chun Meng not happy with the bounce. Prauza very. At least with the placement of the serve.
Let. Three all.
Chun Meng in strong form. Quick to move. She took some time off after an injury last year against Ju Yuling in a final, part of the ATTU competitions. But since coming back, Chun Meng has looked quite strong. Very mobile, very quick. And just one more clear example. I think she lost significant amount of weight too. I'd say she really shed some weight, came out here faster than ever, still powerful, but so quick in the mid-distance. You can see she's about a step behind where Xiaona is and still overpowering Xiaona. This is the type of quality punch, more than just a block, but an aggressive block from Xiaona that it's going to take to cause, say, a little bit more trouble. Chun Meng, when she has the time, she reads and she lifts well, generating her own spin. Once again, it was the faster block. When Xiaona gets a little bit more assertive and aggressive with it, it causes Chun Meng the trouble. Also the placement a little bit wider to the backhand, trying to create some angle. Maybe step around and play it down the line with the forehand.
Five all.
For me, this is the right move here for Xiaona. She has to go big with some of these shots, looking for the opportunity to step around. That forehand flat hitting shot. I mean, this is a very forehand oriented game, the traditional pen hold game.
5.
You can hear how important that point is for Chun Meng. With Xiaona moving her around, still the speed, the short strokes. Chun Meng keeps her balance very well. Not sure what happened there. It looked like a hand came up from Xiaona. That could have just been part of the stroke. From that angle, it was a little tougher to tell, but definitely you could see Xiaona raising her left hand. Best point of the match so far for me. Only game 2, but still both sides grunting, getting aggressive, working the lines. Talked about how Zhuang Zhiyuan in general likes to play cross court. And both of these women not afraid to play the lines. A little bit riskier shots, but they're definitely both digging deep. It's an open door for Chun Meng to walk through. She had earned it after all the aggressive shots. Bird's eye view of the high toss serve. Just long. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen Xiaona bring that ball back by just barely getting the racket on the outside of the ball, trying to float it back down. Now looking at the score, game 1 was 11-4 for Chun Meng. This one's significantly tighter, just a 1-point difference now as Chun Meng pulls ahead.
8-all.
Nice change of pace. Chun Meng back behind the table is a good time for Xiaona to slow it down. And not a lot behind the table, as you saw there, just one step behind. Still, that side swiping chop block from Xiaona doesn't carry very far.
Yo. 98.
And now in the lead with his second serve. Xiaona using the short game and the short serve very effectively. Both players have changed up their positioning on their stance.
9-all.
Can't be too happy about that. Xiaona with the foot stomp of frustration after moving over, trying to serve deep into the backhand side of the body and earning that third ball attack. Didn't quite get the swing she wanted at it. So third towel break of the game. Both players drying their hands. Chun Meng with the last 2 serve combination this game, we'll see. And the fast down the line serve out to the forehand side. Clever play. Xiaona sort of gives that head nod like, yes, yes, okay, you got me. I tip my hat to you. And still you can see how Xiaona has to be careful to quickly reposition herself to the center of the table, even if she makes that shot. Game point for Chun Meng.
All.
Tied right back up. Xiaona fighting here, keeping very close as we go into deuce. And it's the aggressive receive. Can't be too passive there, even on the backhand side. Going to punch, try to keep some pace on the ball.
Let. 11-10.
Serve drifts just a little bit long, but Chun Meng is right there looking for the opportunity to steal the attack. Right at the back of the table. But still above the height of the table, taking it early enough, make a drive instead of a slower, spinnier loop. Game point again to Chun Meng. Top of the net, but the counter, or the big third ball attack anyway. The drive for the game takes it at a high deuce. We'll see what happens in game three. Xiaona definitely making some improvements along the way. Game three coming up right after this.
Love one.
Much like in game two, the start was a point for Xiaona with the touch play over the table.
One all.
Toss right in near the body. Arcing the back for that spinny backhand third ball attack. I guess arching the back.
One, two.
For a moment, it looked like Xiaona thought she had won the point. Still has time to recover the ball out to the forehand.
Three, one.
Talked a little bit with Prauza earlier about service errors. The stronger the opponent, the more likely it is that you try to do more with it.
4-1. One, five.
Chun Meng is just so smooth and quick right now, creating the angles. That one point we saw from overhead where she was looping with the forehand in the backhand corner sort of leaves you puzzled if you're on Xiaona's side. Can you play it down the line, deeper to the backhand corner? Seems to be a more safe bet to then open up the down the line shot.
Lit.
Again, sometimes it takes a combination of shots to create the opening for the winner.
1-6.
And at this level, it often does, but even the spinny, short-pipped attempt on the forehand side from Xiaona is very difficult with Chun Meng's soft touch. There it is, deep to the backhand corner to open up the forehand line. That's the combination play that Xiaona is going to have to pull out. Tries to find the middle first, doesn't get a crossover, goes deep to the backhand. Chun Meng taking the bait. Fast down the line serve once again from Chun Meng.
Three-seven.
Changing up the placement with a fast long serve, but Xiaona stays cool to give it back with some power, some pace. Now remember, since October 1st of 2016, coaches are allowed to offer advice between points whenever the ball is not in play.
Four-seven.
Stretching just to cover the table, but keep it low enough. Xiaona manages to keep the pressure on. Now, this is not the way she wants to do it. She doesn't want to be behind the table. She wants to be in the short game early on with the aggressive attack, playing the wide angles, testing Chun Meng.
8-4.
Lead service, they'll play that one again.
Nine four.
Excellent recovery there from Chun Meng. It's a smart play from Xiaona. She flips it wide, but Chun Meng, even before she's landed, catches the edge of the table.
Five nine.
Interestingly enough, when coaches are from different national associations, they could speak to their players in different languages. Both players out here speak Mandarin.
5-10.
In Xiaona's case, German as well, but it's 5 game points for Chun Meng to continue her streak. Little help off the top of the net there, but the intention is right. Deep push out wide to the forehand.
11-5.
And completely fools Xiaona with the receive. Chun Meng just too strong right now. Takes her third game, now up 11-5, or takes the game 11-5 and is up 3-0 rather. So coming back into game 4 with a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence, but Xiaona has her work cut out for game 4 right after this. For Germany, men's from 2004 to 2010.
12-1.
And after that was the head coach at WSA, the Werner Schlager Academy, from 2010 to 2015. Now the sports director for the German table tennis program.
Two love.
Right idea, changes up the serve, gets a third ball, but can't convert the point.
Three love. Timeout.
This is a good call for the timeout here. 3-point differential. Xiaona has to figure something out. We haven't seen her have so much trouble in the service receive. So back from the timeout, we'll see how Xiaona takes what she heard, how she implements it. Should be Chun Meng's second serve, I believe. Just gave a heavy underspin serve that was dumped into the net by Xiaona. Nana, as they call her in Germany. And as strong as that receive is, it's just a little bit too predictable. Chun Meng reads it, gets there, and counters back. This is sometimes the danger of creating wide angle. If your opponent knows it's going there, they have an opportunity to play even wider back.
Love 5.
Serve drifts a little long. Chun Meng right there to take advantage, spin it up.
Six love.
And despite a solid serve, it's right at the baseline. Follow-up attack. Handcuffed into the backhand game. Chun Meng comfortable to spin the ball deep.
6-1.
Much like in game 1, first point after being down 6-0. Xiaona getting that short stroke on the forehand side into play, cross court.
Let.
Wow, Chun Meng so resilient to keep the ball deep on the table. She's chasing wide to the wings. Despite starting from the middle of the table, Xiaona with a few excellent shots here, but it's not enough. And when you're on the Chinese national team, you're always sort of on trial for the next big tournament.
2-7.
Chun Meng wanting to take the title. Strongest seed left in the tournament for the women's game, the women's event here. But if she takes the title, she'll also have a strong case for going to the World Championships. Outstanding play. Look at this. Even Xiaona knows. So many shots there. Xiaona was able to hang into the rally for several big shots deep to the backhand corner. The short forehand stroke there. When he gets Chun Meng a little bit off balance, still just can't put it away.
9-2.
And completely out chasing the ball. The backhand side of the table was Chun Meng's for the taking. The way was paved, and it is 8 match points for Chun Meng to move on to the women's championship match.
3-10.
There it is, 11 points to 3. Chun Meng moves on over Xiaona, who had an incredible tournament, knocking out Zhu Yuling, the top seed. But not Chun Meng, world rank number 8, the 23-year-old 9th seed in the tournament, will move on to the women's singles final, which will be happening tomorrow here in Qatar. But first, we have another women's singles semifinal coming up. It's going to be Gu Yuting and Wang Manyu, 2 players from China,